How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to my Pokemon TCG journey, the latest episode. I have a whole lot of stuff to show off. So, first of all, I've got this relatively small pile of cards, but I also have this relatively large pile of cards. And between all of these cards, I'm pretty sure that the total number of cards I'll be adding to my collection today is 104. That's a whole lot there, and can you believe, even after that, I'm not even halfway to completing my Pokédex binder. I'm close to halfway. I should reach the halfway point by the end of this year. But anyway, let me go ahead and get started. So, this smaller pile of cards are all from my local card shop. I went there, I traded in a lot of my duplicates that I've been pulling from my booster boxes lately, and I used my in-store credit to get all these. So almost every single card here I did not pay a penny for, except for this one. I got a base set Charizard. So I managed to get this because they had one, and it is not in mint condition. It is damaged. You could probably see pretty clearly here. It is not in the best of condition, but it's good enough for me, and they were only asking $100 for it. So I traded in my Charizard that I already had from the 25th anniversary and paid for this with the rest, with what was missing. I think I only paid $40 cash for this thing. That sounds right. So, hey, basically $40 for this is a terrific deal. That does, of course, mean that I had to get rid of the one that I had already gotten, but I'll call that a pretty good trade. I'm never going to be able to find a base set Charizard in this kind of condition for only $40 cash ever again, so I'm very happy with it. I'm actually going to take it out of the sleeve here so you can get a better look at the condition. Again, it's not mint. This was labeled as heavily played / damaged, and I would say that that's correct. I think this might get, if I were to send it into PSA, it'd probably get like a 2 or a 3. I don't care. It's a base set Charizard, it's mine, I'm happy. So technically this is one Pokemon that will not be adding any Pokemon to my binder, but it's a genuine base set Charizard, I'm happy. And of course, all the rest of these, like I said, I didn't pay a penny for. So I'm very happy with this, just straight up trading for these cards. This is what I was hoping to do with the majority of my cards that I would get for this binder throughout this journey, is I was hoping that I'd be able to just get them from my local card shops. My local card shops rarely have older Pokemon cards, and all the new cards they have, they usually are just, you know, the Ultra Rares and stuff people want to pay a lot for. But they did have some of these, so I'm happy to add these to my collection with straight from my card shop without having to go to Troll and Toad or Collector's Cash or anything. Anyway, you guys want to see the cards I got. So, I got Diglett, Weepinbell, Tentacruel. As you can see, I'm trying to prioritize Gen 1. It'll be a little while before I finish Gen 1, but I am over halfway there. Slowpoke. Hard to believe this was the only Slowpoke card until like Neo Revelation or something, I think. Slowbro, I've always loved that art. Grimer, Shelder. This is actually a Shadowless Drowsy. Amazingly, they only had a Shadowless Drowsy and they were only asking, you know, $25 for it. And again, free. Hollow Hitmonchan. It's always a nice day when I'm able to add some hollows to my collection. Especially a base set hollow like Hitmonchan. Tangela, Starmie. I've always loved this Starmie. This old school CGI graphics just look amazing to me. Tauros, whoop, accidentally pulled out a Quilava there, so actually the whole Cyndaquil line is complete now. Sentret, they only had first editions from Neo Genesis, I don't care. They don't really add or detract value at all, they're just something different. Chinchou, Igglybuff, this is a promo actually, I just liked the promo art the most. Sudowoodo. Anyone remember when that was a new Pokemon? It was kind of confusing to find a wiggling tree in Gold and Silver. Sunkern, Shuckle, Swinub, Stantler, They didn't have many Gen 3 Pokemon, but they did have this Vibrava from EX Dragon, which I've always loved this art. This is one of the early... When I was going after every single Pokemon card ever, this was one of the first Gen 3 Pokemon cards I was able to get, so I'm glad to have it again. We have a Rowlet and a Dartrix, so the whole Rowlet line's done now. This Reverse Holo type Null, which I thought was cool. A Holo Cursula, and a Dreepy, and a Holo Dragapult. Again, got all of these from my local card shop, and didn't pay a penny for any of them. That plus the Charizard would have already been great, but I decided to place a Troll and Toad order as well. And I'm going to explain why as I take these cards out of here. So I went to an Obsidian Flames pre-release. In fact, if I still have the footage, I'll go ahead and play it on screen right now of some of the stuff I got. I accidentally left all of my cards at the venue, and they're gone. I went back the next day, gone, gone, gone. So I was very sad about that. The only new Pokemon from Obsidian Flames was Finizen and Palafin, and I was very happy to have gotten the Palafin promo as my pre-release promo. And yeah, those are gone too. I'm very sad because Finizen and Palafin are some of my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. I was really looking forward to adding them to my collection. And yeah, my pre-release cards are gone. Never going to see them again, so unfortunate. And I decided, you know what, instead of buying packs or a box for Obsidian Flames, I'm just going to place an order at Troll and Toad. And Troll and Toad's minimum order now to get free shipping is 25 bucks. And I was like, you know what, if I'm going to buy 25 bucks worth of cards, I may as well try and get as many as I can. And I think that I ended up with 72 cards total, which comes out to around 30 cents a card, somewhere around there. So I think I came out pretty well. So I haven't even looked at these yet. As you saw, I just took them out of the wrappers. So I know what I got. I don't know what the order is. But I got a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and show it off. Galvantula, Girder. I tried to get a lot of Gen 5 because I loved the black and white era. I used to have a complete black and white series collection, and I was feeling nostalgic for it. So there's a lot of black and white stuff in here. There's a lot of everything in here. Herdier, Joltik, Clang, Clink, Liepard, Lillipup, Mandibuzz, Maractus, Munna, Musharna, Panpour. I got, like I said, a little bit of everything. So that is a base set Jinx, Basculin, Bouffalante, Cinccino. I've always loved that art. Some XY stuff here, Double A, just because XY is the smallest series, so I may as well try and fill that out too. Got Inkay, Malamar, Phantump, Pumpkaboo. That was a Scatterbug, Skidoo, Spupa, and there's the Holo Palafin, so that's the Palafin I'll be adding to my Gen 9 set. And there's the Finizen to go with it. I'm looking forward to Paradox Rift. I'm probably going to get a box for that, because there's a whole lot more Pokemon to get in that set. Again, Finizen and Palafin were the only two new Pokemon from Obsidian Flame, so a box didn't make sense. Hatena, so some Gen 7 stuff here. Qfin, I really need to get more Gen 7 stuff. I've been ignoring that for other things I care about more. Steenie, Palossand, Bruxish, some Gen 3 stuff here. Cacnea, Sawaddle, Drillbur, Swoobat, Patrat. Here's a Holo Froakie from the Trainer Kit, and a Holo Finnegan from the Trainer Kit, and a Holo Chespin. Those were the three that I wanted for the Kalos starters. I also got the Xerneas EX. I decided that the Xerneas EX and the Yveltal EX were the ones that I wanted for those legendaries to put in my binder. Just made sense. Xerneas, I think, was only like $3, so I figured why not. Holo Furfrou, Bunnelby, Milcery, Sizzlypede, Clobopus, Scorch, so some Gen 8 stuff now. Oricorio, back to Gen 7. Pukumuku, Sandygast, Shiinotic Holo, Torracat, so I think that is that line done now, the Litten line? I'm not sure. Wishy-Washy, Charge-a-Bug, Crabrawler, Cutiefly, Dewpider, Fomantis, Grubbin, Marini, Passimian, some Gen 2. We got Larvitar, Araquanid, Bound Sweet, we're coming to the end finally. Sock, Scolipede, back to Gen 5 where it all started. Simipour, Simisage, Swanna, Tranquil, Vullaby, Watchog, Woobat, and Ducklet. So yeah, like I said, 104 cards that I ordered, or I'm sorry, I ordered 72 cards from Troll and Toad, plus the other cards that I pulled. I have 104 cards in this video. That's 104 new Pokemon to add to my collection, including this. Oh man, just what a great video. So a lot of stuff that I've added. That's going to be a nice thumbnail, I think. So yeah, probably my favorite new card that I've added. Just I didn't think that I'd be able to get a base set Charizard, much less for that cheap. And in pretty okay condition. I'm happy with the condition. Most of the damage is on the back. The front looks pretty good. So I'm going to call it there. I really would have preferred getting as much of my cards as possible from the local card shop. But local card shops don't really carry random singles from 20 years ago anymore. So unfortunately, most of the cards I get are either going to be from like Troll and Toad or from eBay. That being said, I spent less than $50 total this video on all these cards, including the Charizard. Well, actually less than 50, 45 plus. Well, less than $100 anyway. This is like 65 bucks that I spent. So anyway, so I'm going to put all these cards in my binder. Actually, my wife is going to be putting them in the binder today because she wanted to. So I'm sure that this is going to go on for a few minutes. So yeah, hopefully the next time I make one of these videos, I will be halfway done with filling up my Pokédex binder. That does it for now. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know if you got any cards this past month, and stay tuned for more.